Sony announced a new State of Play presentation for Thursday, May 9th, 3 PM Pacific time, so it would be around midnight in Europe or 11 PM if you live in the UK. It will be a short one, around the 10 minutes long, but they do share what we might be able to expect there, so let's discuss that right now, and I will of course share my predictions as well. A like on the video would of course be super appreciated, and let's go. Over on the PlayStation blog, Sony notes that the PlayStation Worldwide Studios will be showing off an extended look at the upcoming MediEvil remake. It was announced a while back, but it has been quiet ever since. So it's about time that they show that off, but there is more, and this is even more interesting. A first look at a new title, implying that this is also from PlayStation Worldwide Studios, so likely a big exclusive. And rumors have it that we might get a new Ratchet & Clank game. I noted this in a previous video, but ex-IGNer Colin Moriarty has been teasing this for some time now, saying that there's a very substantial unknown PS4 exclusive in development from a second party studio, and in a recent podcast he added that we haven't seen the last of Ratchet & Clank yet, and that is of course a game from Insomniac, a second party studio. They have multiple teams, so it could very well be that they have been working on a follow-up to the super successful PS4 game from 2016 all along. If this is indeed a PS4 game, then they would want to announce it right now, with the PlayStation 5 of course approaching in the fall of 2020. It would also of course make sense that they maybe want to launch it this year, because it looks like the other PS4 exclusives like The Last of Us Part 2 and Ghost of Tsushima are slated for 2020 at the earliest, not even talking about Death Stranding, that will likely be 2021. Sony will of course not be at this year's E3, that is next month already, but Microsoft will be there and likely unveil a lot about the next Xbox. So Sony likely wants to counter that and show something themselves as well. Would make sense, so that's why I think that if they have still an unannounced PS4 game in development, that they want to reveal it right now. Sony does note that we should not expect an update on the next gen plans in this State of Play on May 9th. So yes, I think that the new rumored Ratchet & Clank game is totally possible. Showcase that alongside MediEvil remake makes a lot of sense, but of course let's not get our hopes up. It could very well be a new VR game or something if the previous State of Play is anything to go off of. Another possibility, if it's indeed an exclusive, and again this article seems to suggest that, then it could also be the new project from Bluepoint. Of course, the guys that are remaking a ton of the classics like Shadow of the Colossus last year. They've been working on a new project now for a pretty long time, and I do think that that is also a title that they want to launch on the PlayStation 4, because remakes of course take less time to make than a completely new game. So if they already worked on it for a pretty long time, I still think that it's for the PS4. Rumors suggest that it might be a Demon's Souls remake. I've said that for a long time as well, but maybe also a Metal Gear remaster or something like that. That is also what people are speculating. So yes, if I had to bet, I would say a new Ratchet & Clank or the Bluepoint game. But again, let's not get our hopes up. It could very well be Guardians of the Galaxy VR for all we know. There will also be some PS4 updates that Sony could not wait to share with us, implying that there's likely a date associated with it, so that it would be maybe old news a month from now. For example, Days Gone will get free DLCs starting in June, like a new difficulty and also events. Maybe that is something they want to show already, since they cannot really wait that long, because it would be old news in June. Rage 2 is coming out on May 14th, so next week, so maybe they have something to share on that front about that game. Again, also something that cannot wait, just like an update on Blood and Truth, the big PlayStation VR game that they already showcased in the previous State of Play episodes. This will likely be the final time that they can push it in a big way, when there are a ton of eyes on it from PlayStation fans. So I would totally expect that game as well. But yeah, the stream will only be 10 minutes, so that is pretty short. And they do note that we get an extended look at MediEvil remake, so that would at least be 3 minutes, you would think, right? But yeah, if they go through the games as fast as they did the last time, then they could still show like 5 or 6 different titles. I also have a crazy prediction, and that is that they might announce the Far From Home suits coming to Spider Man PS4. Like, While recording this video, we got the new Spider-Man trailer, and the official PlayStation account, quote, retweeted it. Of course, the movie is from Sony, so not really weird, but it could also mean that we can expect some sort of cross-promotion between PlayStation and the movie. And of course, a free update with the new suits from the movie in Spider Man PS4 would be a major marketing stunt. I mean, people will be sharing photo mode shots with the new suits. You will get a lot of people back into the game. They will be like, oh, Spider-Man is awesome, oh, this suit is great, I gotta see the movie. Something like that will happen, and it would be a perfect collaboration, a perfect cross-promotion. And I think that if they will be doing something like this, then it could very well be announced in a state of play as well, right? So yes, fingers crossed. I still think that it's a crazy prediction. I don't think that it will happen, but it would be pretty cool. Maybe Ratchet is a crazy prediction as well. If we will see a sort of similar state of play as we did the last time. But I hope that Sony has learned. I hope that they will make this one worth it. Because if they indeed have a Ratchet game coming, and I totally trust Colin Moriarty, who has his sources, especially with Insomniac, because he has friends there. He made a big article on them when he was still at IGN. You don't want to announce that in a blog post. So with Sony not having an E3 press conference, I think a State of Play is the perfect way to do it. I will very likely be co-streaming the State of Play livestream like I did the last time, so it should be fun. Totally join if you can. Subscribe to stay up to date on all the big PS4 exclusive news. A like on the video would of course be super appreciated. And check out my previous video about Sony teasing the price of the PlayStation 5 and also why those big PS4 games are likely still far away. For now, I will speak to you next time and goodbye.